Please, turn off the ad block, subscribe, and share. Links will be below for anyone wanting to support this channel.
Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett and I'm the founder and owner of TechViewsNope, and today we are doing another universal application tutorial. And like before, we are building up on what we originally made. I got rid of the Hello World stuff because we don't need it on both the code and this side, the development side. And I want to talk a little bit more about what we're looking at, and then we're going to get into making something that's actually going to stick around this time. So as far as things goes, what we're looking at is, again, you make the application, you go to main page, and this will come up. Now what you are looking at is a display up here. You can change the display over here, the layout, portrait, all that stuff. But I want to point out that this is highly likely the Android stuff for Android Studio. And some of my older videos of Android stuff where I'm coding and I'm just doing a long coding session and I'm sorting it down to, I don't know, 15 minutes, like an 8-hour session to 15 minutes, playing some music, whatever. Some of those videos show XML on one of those things and the display on the other. So this is pretty similar in that aspect. It also has an error aspect in it, just pretty much like the Android video. What you can do right here is do a vertical split, or you can go to horizontal, or you can get rid of the thing altogether. Now to get to the code, you go down here to this tab and press this, and it gets to the code side thing, and that's what we're going to go for in this. Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a what's called a hamburger menu. It's it is what it is, but it's just basically those few lines on some of the applications. There's a few lines on the top left corner. You click it and the menu comes out, and you click it, go further. It's that, and that's what we need for this particular application. So as far as that goes, what we need to do is make sure we start with a clean state like this. So from here, what we need to do is do the following. We need to do a grid row definition. Grid dot row definition, and press tab to go right for the autocomplete, or press enter and it goes a line down. We can close that, and let's give that a little bit of space. So row definition height, and we want to set that as auto. And let's close that. And same thing with the other, the row definition, height, and let's do a star, and let's close that one. So from here, what we need to do is go down to below the grid row definition and do a relative panel, and do button, and this is going to be the hamburger, so we're going to name it hamburger. And then font family, I'm going to take a look at this later, but we need to look at the key map to look at the font family. Alright, and then we need to make a split view. grid row equals 1. Oops. And then list box list box item and we can either copy and paste or repeat this. I recommend doing this, having this 3 times. Get a little space and let's get rid of that. And that way we have an idea of things. So if we go back to the design, you ain't gonna see nothing because we don't have the stuff ready yet. But this is what we're looking for. To get that, you go through a start menu and just search for a character map. What we want to do is go and find SEGO. Well, actually, it's probably quicker for me to just search for the. Oh, here it is. We want to find this. You're just trying to find is something on any of these lists. It's up to you. And what we're looking for is the Hamburger. No, it's not that. It's E. Oh, here it is. E700. So this is the symbol we want. So from here, what we need to do is keep in mind this, or have it on their screen or whatever. Or if you want, I got a video 2-3 videos back that on my channel itself, where I get into a piece of software where you hold down Control and space on when you're dealing with an application, and it keeps it on top always, and then you hit Control and space and lets it go. But in either case, you need this information. So we got what we want. So for font family, we need to put SEGOE MDL2 and a capital asset. And then we need for content and number sign X E70 and then close that. And then we need to do a font size. And I'm going to say 15. This is a play around thing. Figure out the size that you want. In fact, we can look at it right now, see if it's worthwhile, and it's right here. I want to make that a bit bigger because that is kind of small. Let's try doubling it to ish, whatever. That's a bit too big. Let's knock it down 5. That's big enough. So now that we got that out of the way, and let's just put in a click event handler for it. So we want to do a click and then Hamburger and that way it knows what to do when we open and close it. And to make this easier for you guys, what I'm going to do is for the split view, I'm going to basically put all this in separate lines for you. But what we need to do is name it, and whatever you want. You got to reference it later though. So I'm just going to put my split view and go down. And one thing I want to mention is if you do choose to have it like this, it's fine, it will still work. It just it makes it harder for someone to look at it and understand what's going on. So I prefer to do that. And let's do display mode compact overlay. Open panel length. Let's try this 200, and then compact length. Let's try 50, and then horizontal alignment. Oops, left. And yeah. Now, as far as this goes, the list box, what we want to do is make the selection mode single name. This again is up to you. Just make sure it's not a already used name. Icons, list box, it's again up to you. And then finally we need to do selection change and just press tab. So now let's start working on down here. So let's clear that out. And by the way, you might notice that there's an error down here now. So a way to fix that is we have a starter, we need a closer. For this, what we need to do is do a, I wonder if there's something on the Mac I do one of those and it closes it. So we don't have to worry about that. I'll get some space between that. And from here, let's do a stack panel orientation horizontal. No. Now, as far as this next portion, let's make the, oops, I forgot to close that, sorry. Alright, just trying to clean up that. So text box, or text block, sorry about that. Font family, and we're doing the same thing as we did up here. So let's just select this, just copy that, paste that so I don't have to worry about misspelling it again. Font family, what was this, 30, and then text, oops, text. It's up to you as far as the icon. I'll take a look and I'll be back. So I think I'm gonna use this one because it's a video. I forgot, I noticed I didn't do something. So should I, yeah, let's load this one. Let's go and copy and paste this into here. Let me just change these numbers real quick. What was that? That was E29B. Yeah, E29B. Alright, and tell me that works, but we need to do a split view around all the boxes. Here, let's back this one up a bit. So split. Otherwise, everything's going to be on the outside of this, and we don't want that. Oops. Dot pane. And I'm going to highlight that. And we're going to drag it somewhere down here. Alright. So, right now, let's actually take a look at it real quick. If what we need to do is, we didn't close this, sorry. What we need to do is basically make it where this crap, what am I missing? Well, either case, we need to add some text, and basically what this is this is an icon on that menu. So when we click the three bars, we're going to be shown icons and also the letters. Without clicking the hamburger, we're just going to be shown icons. So what we want to do is go down here and say text box, blocks, text, and then whatever we want to after this icon. I want to put videos because that was a video icon, I think. And the problem is that I was having before. I took a look at it. There's a second. Font size. It's not font family. Sorry about that. I was like, what is that thing? Give me an error. But yeah, as we see here, if I can zoom in, go up a bit, we can see the icon right here, then videos, and basically what's going to impact is we need to make this a lot smaller. But you click on this and it shows the text. So it's that simple. So yeah. Then we can do font size. And do whatever with that, and we can see the change. Now again, this is going to clip off and whatever. So what I would advise is either A, make the this icon smaller, or B, make this one bigger. So let's do 35. Does that take care of it? Probably not that much. Let's try 40. almost too much, actually. So let's try 38. And that seems to be about right. Alright, so I mean it's pretty simple as far as that goes. And as far as, let's just remove these. And let's space that out. If we want to add more, what we can do is do one of these. I know you guys probably hate when I do that, but we can either add it above if we want to add something above, or in this case, yeah, why not? So we can add a share button, because this is hopefully going to stay. Hopefully. And what we can do is just change that to share, and then we can try to find the share button together. If you were here, it'd be a lot easier. Shame on you. But we can try to find share. I'll be right back. And there we go. It's right here. So we'll change that to 7.2D, wherever it is. So just change that to 7.2. Oh, and D. Make sure it's right. Yep. And if we go back here, as you see here, we got share. So as far as this goes, what we want to do is add functionality to the this function, and you want to hit F12 on your keyboard when you click this. Hit F12. Making sure I hit the right number. And what we want to do is add a functionality. So what we want to do is my split view is pane open equals my split view is pane open. Now, as far as this goes, let's check it out if everything is correct. I have to get rid of this thing. Click the thing and it comes open. Now, as far as that goes, we can actually set a margin to push it over. I don't necessarily like how big that is, so I'm going to also make that smaller. It's just, it feels like it's cutting off a little. Doesn't feel like it is cutting off. So what I want to do is, we can make, is that 30 or 38? Yeah, that's 30, that's fine. So what we can do is margin and then 20 pixels to the left. Make sure that was right. And there you go. I mean, it gives quite a bit of space. So what we're going to do is copy that. I don't know why it's not kicking off. And push that down here. And then we want to lower the size here to 35 maybe. No, it needs to be less than that, so 25. It's either 25 or 30. It's too small. Teeny tiny. So 30, 30, and let's make that a little bit smaller. You can get that a second or two. Yeah, that's a pretty good size. That's actually a really good size. And we can change the colors if we want of all this, but I'll do that later. I'm not really sure what colors I want to deal with though. But as you see here, we got a spacing, so the margin, it looks pretty good. Got the correct icons that I personally want. You can pick whatever you want. And yeah. Now I was debating myself real quick with continuing with this project as far as adding more to this video today. But I figured, and I looked at the amount of time that's already passed, and we're almost 30 minutes. So I figured it's been long enough, and I don't want to overload you and run people off. So it's baby steps and all. So again, to recap on what we did today, what we did is we made a hamburger button. You click it, the thing comes up, and in fact, I can actually show you since we actually did it. But made a hamburger, but I'm probably delete that my next video. But a hamburger button, click it, this comes open. We can select one or the other or whatever, and when we select outside of it, it goes away. Select it again, it goes away, but one or the other. And we added these. I showed you how to add the hamburger button. I showed you how to add the icon, the text, space out the text, and in the next video we're going to get into how to get it to navigate to a given page. This is actually a very important skill in itself when we get into the navigating between pages, because one of the things, because obviously it's an obvious important skill, but let's get into the unobvious thing. You're going to need to be able to, if you want to do it like how I do it, have, say for example, home here, and then maybe video will pop up here for the video page, and maybe a back button up here. I'm thinking about adding a search bar over here. I'm not exactly sure. Well, actually I know, because you can search for like Windows or hacking or whatever, and you can find it like that if I set it up right. I don't know if I'll comment that out or not, as far as adding a search bar, and just comment it out until I find a use for it. But I'm contemplating on doing that, really adding a search button, because I'm figuring that many of you will run to scenarios in workplaces and others where you will need a search button. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And if you do have any tips or anything that you want next video to be on or whatever, feel free to leave that down below in the comment section. I'll try to look at it as quickly as possible. Questions and whatever, leave that down below in the comment section also. And if you like this, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share, and if you want to help us grow, then go to Patreon campaign and donate. If you don't like this for whatever reason, go ahead and leave a dislike and tell me why, so I can fix it in future videos. Again, this has been Craig Bennett, founder of Tech Views. Nope. Hope you have a great day.